What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite shit talking squirrel back for the YouTube video. So we got another Zoom hearing for you. Should be a fun one. Gonna do more of these. I really like the format. I hope you guys do too. If you do, please check out some of the other Zoom hearings I have up on my page. If you like this one, I'm trying to break away from the Brooks content, so any support I can get on these videos, watching, likes, shares, they go a long way to help support the channel, and I really appreciate it. So, with that, we'll just jump on into the content, shall we? Let's get this.
Tracy Cottrell, good morning. Go ahead and come forward.
Want me to sit front here?
Yes, please. Thank you. And this is infraction 3A01-51170. You can go ahead and have a seat. And I do see that Officer Stewart is on Zoom.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Good morning.
Morning.
For the record, this is infraction 3A01-51170. And this is a case of operating a motor vehicle without insurance. And Mr. Cottrell, can you please raise your right hand? Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. And so how this hearing is going to work is I'm going to give you a chance to tell me whatever it is that you'd like to tell me, and then Officer Stewart is going to have an opportunity to also address the court.
Okay.
Okay, you can ask Officer Stewart questions.
I can?
You can after I have addressed Officer Stewart.
Okay.
Okay. So do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I just said I would.
Okay, and what would you like me to know?
I've never met this man. He never was at the scene, never asked me for my ID, never asked me for my insurance, never asked me for my registration, never inspected my vehicle, never met him before. So I don't know what kind of evidence he thinks he has, but
You will talk respectfully in my courtroom. Do you understand?
I am. I've never met this man.
Yeah, that's all well and good. What you're saying on its face isn't disrespectful, but tone matters. Sometimes it's not the content of what you're saying, but how you're going about saying it. I mean, it's still a little early, but I'm getting harsh, anti-government, anti-establishment, like real hostile vibes just right out the rip. Again, we'll see how this goes, but that's just first impressions.
Okay.
I mean, and then I get a letter in the mail saying that after the case was dismissed, it showed that I had no fault in the accident. And now I have a ticket for no insurance. I have proof of insurance with me.
Okay, would you like to hand that forward?
Sure. It's gonna take me a second. You look at the police report, it doesn't even have the date correct. Sir. I'm just trying to get it so that it's big enough so you can read it.
Thank you. What I'm looking at is it appears to be a Progressive Insurance card, effective date 4/19/2023, expiration date 10/19/2023, and it does appear to cover a 2000 Subaru Legacy Outback, and it does list Tracy Cottrell as an insured. So the violation date that's alleged is November 29th, 2022, and this insurance is effective April 19th, 2023. Do you have proof that you had insurance at the time?
I didn't bring any with me, but what I would like is a declaration of no fault. My insurance went up because of this. And because of whatever this man wrote on the statement, so my insurance agent, I switched
So
from Allstate to
all I want to
Progressive.
know is, do you have proof?
I didn't bring any evidence that I have prior insurance, no.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to tell me?
Meg, is it possible to get a declaration of no faults? It's my case.
That is not something that's in the court's jurisdiction to do.
Well, the agent.
Don't interrupt me.
Damn!
All the court is deciding is whether or not this infraction was committed.
I've never met this man and he never ID'd me or anything, so I don't know how he has any evidence that I did anything wrong.
All right, Officer Stewart.
Okay.
All right, Officer Stewart, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you promise to, thank you. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, yes.
And what would you like the court to know about this infraction?
Yes, Your Honor. So this infraction was a result of a hit and run traffic collision investigation that I conducted.
Oh, hit and run? No wonder you never met the guy. You fucking left. What a jackass. He's over there. I've never seen this man. He was never on the scene. Bitch, neither are you. Sit down. Be humble. Oh, goddamn, what a jackass.
On December 1st, 2022, I was dispatched to report of a hit and run traffic collision in the 2200 block of Cliff Street in Port Townsend, Washington. The reporting person, Maija Song, advised that the collision occurred on November 29th, 2022, involving her neighbor, Tracy Cottrell. I contacted Song and learned that on November 29th, 2022, around 1800 hours, she was traveling down her street, which is Cliff Street, in her 2015 Toyota Prius toward her residence at 2322 Cliff Street. Cottrell lives across the street and was in his driveway at 3292 Cliff Street. And I learned from Song that Mr. Cottrell was backing out of his driveway onto the dirt road of Cliff Street when he was driving his 2000 Subaru Legacy with a license plate of boy BYZ 2343, which is registered in his name. As Miss Song passed the driveway of 3292 Cliff Street, Cottrell backed out into the roadway and struck Song's vehicle on the driver's side with his the rear of his car. The drivers got out and met with each other. Due to it being dark, they decided to exchange information the next day. And at the time, all Miss Song knew was Cottrell's last name, or was Cottrell's first name. The following day, Miss Song came out to her vehicle and found a note on her vehicle that stated, quote, "You were parked in the street at the end of my driveway behind the tree. I had my hazards on while backing up. I am not responsible or culpable. You take care of this any way you see fit."
What a fucking asshole. Oh man, no insurance, no contact information, just I had my hazards on, good luck. Or in other words, get fucked. Oh, good gosh, golly, what an absolute splendid pile of shit. Just a garbage man, just walking mounds of trash wrapped up in his skin suit. Oh, hit and run drivers absolutely infuriate me. Like, take accountability for your S. Rule number 1 for living a respected and well-rounded life is, like, own your faults. If you are upfront and honest with your mistakes and your shortcomings, rather than running away from them or lying, you'll find yourself having to explain them less and less. Because if you're able to walk tall and live a life you're proud of, after a while, you'll find yourself proud of your mistakes. Because we're human. The small slip-ups are really more an inclination of the fact that you've made good progress. You know, the little side steps are actually just like a reflection of how well you're doing. Rather than, like, on their face mistake, if that makes sense. Like, people will focus on, wow, he was doing all these great things and just made a small little mistake, whatever, that's fine. Just my 2 cents. This guy's a dirtbag.
How tall are you, Private? Sir, 5'9", sir! 5'9", I didn't know they stacked shit that high. You trying to squeeze an inch in on me somewhere, huh?
"Not my fault, Tracy," end quote. Song later showed me that note. Song did identify the driver as her neighbor, Tracy. She also indicated that he thought he was intoxicated the night of the collision, but again, there was no proof of that. Your Honor, I began investigating the hit and run collision. I found a local in-house phone number for Mr. Cottrell, and I tried multiple times to get a hold of him with no answer. I went to his residence twice. The first time there was no answer at the door, and I couldn't tell if anybody was home. The second time I proceeded to his residence, I could hear who I believe was a older male, I believe to be Cottrell, inside speaking to a younger male. I could hear footsteps running around the house. Nobody came to the door. I announced that it was the police. On March 30th, 2022, I had Detective Derek Allen with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office contact the National Insurance Crime Bureau to inquire if Mr. Cottrell had any insurance on his vehicle. Supervisory Special Agent John Anderson of the National Insurance Crime Bureau advised that he, quote, ran Cottrell every which way and was not able to locate any insurance information for Cottrell during that time frame. So, Your Honor, the subsequent investigation, I could not locate any insurance information that Cottrell had valid insurance at the time that the collision occurred.
Thank you, Officer Stewart. Mr. Cottrell, do you have any questions for Officer Stewart?
Do you have a video camera that you wear?
I do, yes.
Do you have that video evidence of coming to my house?
There should be a body cam recorded video of that, yes.
Okay, well then, do you have that evidence to submit?
Not at this time. No.
Well, that's unfortunate because you were never at my house.
No, only questions. Just ask questions.
All right, did you ever speak with me?
I did not know.
Did you ring my doorbell?
I believe I knocked on your door several times and announced that it was the police.
Did you hear a dog barking or not?
I don't believe so.
Oh, well, my dog barks when someone knocks at the door.
Only questions, sir.
What evidence do you have against me?
I've already explained the evidence against you, sir.
You've never spoken.
Okay, I'm not going to.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I rest my case. Just stellar work. This guy just checks all the boxes for a pro se litigant. You know, argue with the judge? Check. Interrupt the proceedings? Check. Snide comments insinuating the system is against you? Check. Zero preparation? Check. Entitlement? You know, believing everyone should prepare your case for you? Check. Irrelevant filings? Check. If this guy throws out like a subject matter jurisdiction, it'll be a full-blown sob sit. He's already got like half the bingo card filled out already. He just like, you pop a Fez hat on him and boom, you got like a full-bore blackout.
Anything further, Officer Stewart?
Yes, Your Honor, just to advise, I don't know that it's relevant for this case as I put the date prior to this, but I have observed Mr. Cottrell driving his vehicle unrelated to this incident on the roadway in Port Townsend before and after learning about the information from the National Crime Bureau of not having insurance on the vehicle at that time.
Got him! Got him!
Thank you, Officer Stewart. Thank you, Mr. Cottrell. Anything further from you?
Yes, I have a question. What do you mean?
No, I just am asking you if you have anything further that you would like to tell me.
Yeah, I don't recall him observing me driving down the highway.
Okay, thank you. All right, so the burden of proof that's on the state is a preponderance of the evidence. A preponderance of the evidence means more probably true than not true, and that's the standard of proof that has to be met in infractions. In this particular case, there was a criminal allegation which was dismissed, but there was also infraction for operating a vehicle without insurance. Officer Stewart has outlined the basis for that infraction. I am finding that the state has met the burden of proof, so I am going to find that this ticket is committed. There's not been any evidence to show that you had insurance at the time of this infraction, so it is committed. Now, the next question would be, can you make payments on this infraction?
How much is it?
The infraction is $553.
And you're not gonna, you saw that I have insurance?
You have insurance now, so I will, but you have contested this infraction, so there's no obligation for the court to reduce.
Well, would you please, since I'm on
Excuse me, stop
SSDI?
interrupting me. If you interrupt me again, this hearing will be concluded. Do you understand?
I understand.
I will reduce this ticket to $303. That concludes your hearing today. If you need to set up a payment plan, out this door and into the door on the right. Thank you, Mr. Cottrell. Thank you, Officer Stewart.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, I have several other Zoom hearings up just like this one you can check out, and I'm working on a few more as we speak, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I also post up original artwork on Instagram. I post Yu-Gi-Oh! Card openings on TikTok. I have a true crime podcast called Boîte Noire Radio with Alistair from Pack Nation. I do live streams and case watch recordings in the Discord. You can join by pledging over on Instagram. Those are a lot of fun. All kinds of fun stuff you can check out. Links are all in the description for all that. You know, any support I can get would really mean a lot. And with that, I hope you have a great day and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.